Oh, I just love seeing performers do their thing. I never had an act for it myself, and it's sort of amateur performance in Rockaway in high school. So, did that inspire you? It certainly inspired me in more ways than one. Some ways that I'm actually confused about sexually. But, nonetheless, have you guys been percolating? Do you have some questions? Because this is a really rare opportunity. This is usually costs you, a villa in St. Luca, or there must be to do this. Somewhere in Italy. Does anyone have any questions on love? None? All right, I'll see you. Have a good night. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a couple more minutes to percolate, but I'll tell you, I forgot to mention probably the most important part of this whole thing. A lot of people ask me, Saundra, you are the most famous love coach in history. And what inspires you? What gives you your gusto? And the truth is, it's my beloved husband, Max Lezzenbaum. We have what I do not say lightly is the perfect marriage. And that is what qualifies me to offer you love life-saving advice today. So please, honestly, from the depths of your heart, this is really, you don't have a lot of time and this is a rare opportunity, even though it's a lifetime peerage here at the St. Saundra's College. Questions, please. Yes, darling.
Saundra, I'm a big fan.
Oh, gosh. Most are.
What is the secret to your perfect marriage and your perfect skin?
Oh, my word. Well, both of them are the same thing, chicken stock. Definitely chicken stock. Though vegetable stock does work, slightly oilier. But no, the secret to my perfect marriage with Max is it's, first of all, I've written many, many books on it, so it would be hard to sum up. Probably about thousands of pages cumulatively. But I would say if I had to boil it down, it's a sort of deep, essential understanding that I feel in my heart and in my groin simultaneously, which I'm sure you can relate to. So I'd say that's probably it. I'm here to help you with your real lives. Here, yes.
Saundra, I'd like to know if a bad boy can ever change.
Oh my gosh! Wow, well this is bringing up something, a memory. Who's familiar with Bruce Springsteen? His cousin, Roy. I happened to date Bruce Springsteen's cousin, Roy, for about 3 months. And I'll tell you what, I tried to change him. I tried to change him as best I could, but the thing is we have an instinct, don't we? It's something that tells us, oh, he's a bad boy and he's not going to change, and that's actually what I like about him. Secretly, deep down there. But you have to trust that instinct and know that some people aren't going to change, and they tell you who they are. That's how people are, right? They actually do tell you. Oh God, I'm missing Roy. Woo, go tell Maxie. It's all right. He's in South Korea for years. He's the parking lot architect, one of the world's premier. Okay, excellent, solved. Any other questions, please? Yes, my dear.
Any advice on doing long distance traveling?
Oh gosh, sure. I mean, for a little while, Max lived down the street. And that was a pain, because it was 3 stairs. It was a lot. No, my husband has been abroad for some time. And the truth is it's about finding that mix between never letting them go, never letting them feel like, oh, I've forgotten about you, or you're not integrally part of my life, but also letting them have some independence and letting them feel like they're able to express themselves fully and that they're not torn in that other place. It's a difficult thing to negotiate, and certainly if you have a jumbo jet, it does help, I can tell you, and I'm willing to lease it out, if that will help you. Are you about to enter into some sort of long distance?
Well, she lives in Cowley, so.
Oh, bless your heart. So I've been sort of wandering around trying to find St. Hilda's. So if you know where that is, Cowley sounds. There are cows here, I know. So. That's hard. That's hard. Scooters. Solved. Okay. How about another one? I got one or two more, depending on how good they are. Yes, darling.
How early is too early to say I love you?
Oh, God, I love you. Oh, never too early. Well, so Max, I said it about 3 years before Max. So that, you know, it doesn't have to be on the same timeline. But here's the thing. I love you. What's most important is to understand what I love you means for each of the persons involved. So for me, maybe it means, I wish I were already pregnant. But for someone else, it might mean, oh, I really like you and I can see myself with you potentially. So I think ironing those things out, putting some Webster's dictionary action in. Do you have Webster's here? Oh, the other one. Now I remember. I see that on the shelf. So yeah, it's about ironing out, defining defining the relationship, but defining what you mean by. And I think all of that comes from openness. Very, very much so. For example, I don't wear bras on Thursday. And Max and I have come to an agreement on that. That's just a thing. All right, I got room for one more. Yes, dear.
When should someone tell their family about you?
About me? Well, instantly. I expect 3 new follows. No, when should they tell you?
When should they tell their family about a new
partner? Oh, that's got to depend entirely. I told my aunt, Maritza. She was a married aunt. She was Hungarian. Anyway, I told her first because she was deaf. And so I could just kind of say whatever. But the truth is, when you're looking, it kind of depends on your relationship with your parents. Because for me, I understand that sometimes parents get a little too excited. Sometimes parents get a little too judgy. And so it's kind of about your relationship. But I would say you get to determine that. So, hey, if you tell them about it the next day, and then they're disappointed because it didn't work out, or they try to interfere, you get to set those boundaries. Right? Okay, good. Solved. Damn. That was quick. Everybody's better. Okay, so